According to legend, Traceheart is sent to land the clever, swindle the Casterlys out of Casterly Rock.
In this video, I'll discuss the latest news about the Game of Thrones prequels Bloodmoon and Dance of Dragons and the details from the set photos of Bloodmoon. So stay tuned for that. Hello everyone! Welcome to Ultimate Book Maniacs, your one-stop for book and TV series reviews. I post episode reviews, top 10 and theory videos. And I post new videos every Saturday at 7 PM IST or at 9:30 AM EST. So make sure to subscribe this channel. And if you wanna make sure you never miss a video, click the bell icon to turn on notifications. I've already discussed the plot of Bloodmoon, its budget, possible release date, etc. in the first part of this video. I'll post the link to that video in the end. I would also read the board schedule and the Bloodmoon memo in the third part of this video. I was going to do it in this one, but the video became too long, so I decided to do it later. Before we discuss the details from the set photos, let's take a quick look at the director and cast of Bloodmoon. Bloodmoon's pilot was directed by S.J. Clarkson, who has also directed shows like Dexter, Orange is the New Black, Bates Motel, the pilot for Jessica Jones, and will also direct the next Star Trek movie. As for the casting, I'll read the cast details directly from HBO's site. New casting includes Miranda Richardson, aka Rita Skeeter from the Harry Potter films, Marky Rodriguez from Manifest, John Sim from Strangers, Life on Mars and Doctor Who, Richard McCabe from Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams, John Heffernan from Dracula, and Dixie Edgerix from Summerland. They join Oscar nominee Naomi Watts, who headlines as a charismatic socialite hiding a dark secret, Josh Whitehouse from Poldark, Naomi Ackie from Lady Macbeth, Denise Gough from Monday, Jamie Campbell Bower from Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, The Mortal Instruments, etc. Sheila Tim from Harlots, Ivanu Jeremiah from Humans, Georgie Henley from the Chronicles of Narnia films, Alex Sharp from How to Talk to Girls at Parties, and Toby Regbo from The Last Kingdom, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, and Rain. During the filming of the Bloodmoon, we see Naomi Watts wearing a beautiful golden dress, which made some people think she is a Casterly, from whom Lan the Clever would take Casterly Rock and will found House Lannister. According to HBO, she will be a charismatic socialite hiding a dark secret. I'll admit she could be a Casterly, but what kind of secret she is hiding? Maybe she is the one Lan used to trick the Casterlys out of Casterly Rock? What do you think she can be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We can also see some of the other cast wearing costumes. I don't know why, these costumes and hairstyles makes me think more of Essos than Westeros. But since they are from thousands of years before the current events, who knows? Maybe this was what the noble families of Westeros used to look like thousands of years ago. What do you think? As for the other casting updates, other than a couple of casting details, we haven't heard much news since they finished filming the pilot in mid-July in Gaeta, Italy. Thaig Murphy from Vikings and Black Sails updated his CV in August, which showed that he filmed a scene in the HBO pilot episode of the Game of Thrones prequel Bloodmoon, which was directed by S.J. Clarkson. According to winteriscoming.net, Life on Mars and Doctor Who star John Sim has confirmed his role in Bloodmoon. On the Chris Evans Breakfast Show, he discussed the Bloodmoon plot and said, "They didn't give me a quiz about Game of Thrones, but I did have to download every single episode and watch it all in about a month." He also joked saying, "So I'm just in the pilot. You'll see my decapitated head in episode 2. We all know Game of Thrones pilot was filmed before, but when the final version came out, it was a lot different than the original pilot. The old Daenerys, aka Imogen from Carnival Row, was recast by Emilia Clarke, so nothing is finalized yet. George R. R. Martin confirmed on his Nota blog that Jane Goldman's pilot, which he is not supposed to call The Long Night, wrapped up a couple of months ago and has been in post-production. He said, "I'm expecting to see her first cut soon. Last month in Belfast, I got a behind-the-scenes look at some of her sets, and they were spectacular." George R. R. Martin also confirmed rumors floating around about another Game of Thrones prequel, Dance of Dragons. He said, "It has a script and a Bible, and both are terrific, first-rate, exciting. They are the work of Ryan Condal. He is a hell of a strong writer and a huge fan of A Song of Ice and Fire, Dunk and Egg, and Westeros in general. I have loved working with him, and if the Seven Gods and HBO are kind, I hope to keep on working with him for years to come on this new successor show. If you've watched my Colony review videos, you know how much I loved that show. So I'm really glad that Ryan Condal will handle the Dance of Dragons." Just like he confirmed there will be White Walkers in prequel The Long Night, aka Bloodmoon, George R. R. Martin also confirmed there will be dragons in the prequel Dance of Dragons. He also clarified that moving closer to a pilot order is not the same as getting a pilot order. He also reassured the fans that Ryan's show moving forward does not mean Jane's show won't. He said, "If that's so, no one has told me. I don't think it's so. I love what Ryan has done, but I'm excited about the possibilities for Jane's series as well." So these were the updates for the Bloodmoon so far. Let's take a quick look at the set photos now. In this picture, you can see a weirwood tree on the sets, which is not a big surprise. There used to be a lot of weirwood trees in Westeros before the First Men, and then the Andals cut them down. I'll discuss them in my timeline video soon. The children carved faces into the weirwoods so their greenseers could see the world through their eyes. These trees were called the heart trees. You can also see a cave on the right hand side, and if you'll zoom in, you can see a lion's head. This means two things. First, this cave is a part of Casterly Rock. And second, this means Lan the Clever has not only taken Casterly Rock from the Casterlys, but he has also taken their sigil. According to George R. R. Martin, there will be hundreds of petty kingdoms in the prequel, and the current great houses haven't risen to power just yet. So it seems, at least in the beginning, the Casterlys own the rock, not the Lannisters. The Casterly's sigil, motto, and ultimate fate remains unknown to this day.
After all, where today is House Casterly.
But I think they used the lion sigil, which would make sense because the legend says the first Lord Casterly, Corlys, was a huntsman and he slew a lion that used to terrorize his village, but he spared its cubs. Maybe this made them use lion as their sigil, and just like House Baratheon, the Lannisters also took their previous owner's sigil. At least that's what I think might have happened. What about you? Anyway, after he slew the lion, the gods took favor on Corlys and showed him the rock, which was full of gold. The Casterlys began to mine there, and over the years, carved elaborate hallways, galleries, stairways, tunnels, etc. The Casterlys became the richest lords in Westeros, that is, until Lan the Clever swindled Casterly Rock from them. According to Tywin Lannister in the histories and lores, by keeping the Casterly name on the castle, Lan reminded the world of the price of getting in his way.
Keeping the Casterly name on the castle, Lan reminded the world of the price of getting in his way.
In one of the other pictures, you can't see the lion's head, so maybe it was added later, or maybe this cave would also be used for other scenes. You can also see another cave set being built. We know they were also filming at Marble Arch Caves. The children used to live in caves and crannogs, so we'll get to see how the children and their greenseers used to live. Moving on to the next picture, you can see a boat and a wolf-like sigil on a flag on that boat, and on the boat's relief carving and a few people rowing that boat. Let's zoom in on the sigil first. Although it looks more like a wolf of House Stark, do you think it could be a lion of Casterly's? Why would the Starks be on the sea? Winterfell is far away from the sea, whereas Casterly Rock is surrounded by sea on one side.
The Westerlands are all bounded by 3 natural defenses: mountain, sea, and forest.
Then you can see armors in this picture. They look rusty and broken, and for some reason, it made me think that maybe they will be used by Whites to show dead soldiers. As I'm going to discuss in my Game of Thrones timeline video, the White Walkers will show up almost 4,000 years after the war between the First Men and the Children would end. So we might get to see some long dead Whites wearing rusty armors. You can also see a wooden spit on the sets of Bloodmoon. Do you think it will show up in the villages of the First Men or the Children? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll post the last part of this video next week, where I'll read the board schedule and the Bloodmoon's memo. Anyways, it's time for the comment shoutout now. Today's comment shoutout goes to Who Knew 22, who said, I'm hoping the prequel will have the same atmosphere like the other seasons, and the cast has to be top notch. I completely agree with you. The cast is already top notch. As for the atmosphere, I hope it's the same, but it will also feel different because A, it was set thousands of years before the current events, and B, it's directed by someone who has never been a part of Game of Thrones. Still, I'm very excited for this series. So, what do you think of this video? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.